Hello my friend and welcome back to the vlog. It's Wednesday. Kind of a weird night of sleep, I'll be honest with you. I remember waking up multiple times, mostly to pee. And I'm forcing myself to drink more water than I normally do, right? I'm taking creatine. I know I need to make sure I'm staying hydrated. I've upped my water container to the half gallon that my dad got me last year, you know. Just, again, having it on me, having it with me, but I'm definitely forcing myself to drink more water. Henceforth, I have to pee in the middle of the night. So, yeah, got up a couple of times for that. But when the alarm went off, I got up, I was ready to rock and roll. Shorter vlog today. Beautiful little sunrise there, hitting the clouds. My day to buy the energy drinks. 91 degrees right now. And you feel it as you walk in the door. Being in the heat, working in the heat. Like, granted, I don't work in the heat like some people work in the heat. Just, you know, loading truck, unloading truck, walking from, you know, back of the parking lot to the store, back pushing a cart, all that stuff. I'm just saying, whew, it's like one of those like moments where I sit down and was like, anyway, trying the what is this? Wild Frost Black Rifle energy drink. Yesterday I showed you I was drinking the red one. Same thing. It's lighter. It's not as sweet. I really like these. So awesome. So far I've only seen 3 flavors, so I still have to try the blue one. So next time I'll get the blue and then figure out which one's my favorite. So far I like this better than the fruit punch, which is crazy because I love fruit punch.
It doesn't do anything big. It's just like a ground sparkler thing. Oh, more than I thought. Could actually go pretty long. Oh, shit. I didn't know those were bad. That's awesome.
You forget what fireworks are?
No, I'm...
So much for leaving on time. I don't know what happened. Last I checked in with you, it was like 1:30, and I'm like, we're gonna get out of here on time. And then boom, it was 2:30. I'm like, what just happened? We have our next meeting tomorrow with the app developer, and so I had to get some action items from last week, and I just completely forgot I spaced it out. Some days I'm in my inbox like all day, right? Because there's action items in there and there's things for me to do. And there's other days where I don't even open my email. Today I opened up my email because I got to send off my bread order, and I see the email from the developer going, you know, hey, you know, when can I get these items? I'm like, oh crap. So I knew I had to do that today, but it's just, you know, there's only like 1 or 2 days where I have a light load. Every other day it's like I'm working all the way up until I leave, basically. Anyway, got all the items I needed to get done, and yeah, it's 2:50 now, and I'm just hitting the road. It's saying I'm gonna be home at 3:30, so the later it gets, the longer it takes me to get home because of traffic. Even though technically the hotter it gets, the less traffic there is because there's less people living here, right? All the snowbirds have left for the most part, and anyone that's still here will be leaving very soon because we're in the hundreds. We're in the triple digits. In fact, let's see. Right now it is 105. 105. 106 is the high, so we're almost there. We're one more degree. One more degree. Dinner's here. Literally. HelloFresh just got delivered like 20 minutes ago, Tiff said. So, and the guy put it in the shade, which is nice. But you know, it's packed with like cooler things and whatnot. Anyway, just putting it inside. so it's out of the heat and the sun. But yeah, HelloFresh for the next 3 nights. It's been a while since I visited one of the local coffee shops here. I'm out of creamer. Well, I shouldn't say I'm out of creamer. I'm out of my favorite creamer. We have the lavender one, but I actually want to ask these guys how they make their iced matcha lattes. I'm gonna ask them literally like the amounts they use, so I can try to recreate it. Now that it's summertime, I want to like basically make iced matcha lattes. So we're gonna order one and find out how to make it. All right, we have success. We have our honey cinnamon matcha latte. That's a mouthful. And basically what the barista said was it really depends on what kind of matcha you use and how strong the flavor is. They said they just switched to this organic matcha that's a lot grassier. So they backed off on the amount they're using. So like this is a 24 ounce. They're using 2 teaspoons of matcha, and I forget how many pumps she said, but it's sitting on the counter, so I can actually see if I go back. But I think it was like either 3 or 4 pumps of vanilla if they're doing like a vanilla matcha latte or whatever, or lavender or whatever, and then they just top it off with oat milk. So I've got to do some experimenting at home with the mud water matcha since that's what I'm using. Anyway, we are here on beautiful Main Street. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see this real quick. This is literally one of my favorite places in my community is Main Street because of this canopy. These trees are, I wanna say they're like 15 years old, something like that. Don't quote me on that exactly because I don't know. Obviously I don't know how they were when they planted them, but the community is like, we're coming up, we're getting close to 15 years. If we're not at 15 years, we're getting close to 15 years. But it's 104 degrees outside, but because I'm under this canopy, there's grass basically on both sides of me. Some of them have been watered already. There's just this cooling effect while I'm walking underneath the trees. It's absolutely amazing. And what allows me to be outside and walk at 104 degrees, the shade. Now, when I cross the street, get hit direct sun like right now, scorching, like a magnifying glass on my legs, my back, my neck. Whew. But then as soon as I hit the canopy again, it's fine. I won't say perfect because it's not perfect. Let's be real. But I'm a Phoenix native, and I've said this for years. I'd rather be hot than cold. That's my personal preference. Yes, I'm sweaty right now. I'm okay with that. I'm in my gym clothes. It's the same thing if record an outdoor walk. Yes, let's do that. Let's record an outdoor walk. Yeah, I'm a Phoenix native, so I'm okay with the heat. I'm okay with being sweaty. I hate being cold. I hate shivering. I hate my ears, my nose, my fingers, my toes, all being freezing and numb. I hate that I have to put on 15 layers of clothes to be comfortable. It's hot outside, but dare I say it that I'm comfortable right now? I am. I'm comfortable. In the shade, there's a slight breeze. I have an iced drink. I'm comfortable. No cap. So I wanted to continue a conversation that I had with you a couple of vlogs ago where I stumbled into this new vlogging community. And both like new to me, but also a group of new vloggers. I don't necessarily pay attention to sub counts. I couldn't tell you who's the bigger channel, how many subs they have. It's more of just a quick glance because that usually determines either A, how old the channel is, or B, how successful the channel is, right? And take it with a grain of salt, but subs do equal success to a certain degree because that means that at some point you got enough viewers that liked the content that they clicked the subscribe button, right? My channel, 800,000 subscribers because I've been doing this for 19 years. So obviously the vast majority of them, dare I say 95% of them, are dead subs, right? Like completely dead, do not watch my content. Hell, I would argue that most of them aren't even on YouTube anymore, right? They're just literally dead channels. And eventually YouTube closes them. Eventually YouTube, if they're inactive for so long, that YouTube does close the accounts. And I see that. I see that in my analytics of unsubs, it's closed accounts. It's a small proportion, but it does happen. So these vloggers that I've found recently, it's pretty cool because it reminds me of back in like 2006 when I first found vloggers. It's this small network that all kind of know each other. And this group, the original group that I came from, that I found, were actually in LA, and they were all aspiring filmmakers, actors, producers, that sort of thing. And so they made web video shows, video content. This is pre-YouTube. YouTube was just barely scratching the surface. Most people use a service called Blip.tv. If you've been around my channel for a while, you've heard me talk about Blip.tv. Vidler, Vimeo, right? YouTube is the one that obviously made it and stuck around. Vimeo's still around, but it's a premium service you pay for. It gives you a lot of cool, features and functionality. A lot of corporate and artists use it. A network of people that all knew each other, and you could very easily go down the rabbit hole of watching one channel or blog. This is back in the day, they had blogs, and they posted video on their blogs. But you go from one blog to the next, to the next, to the next. And that's literally how I found the original group of online video creators, and how I originally started networking and growing my, I don't even want to say channel, because back then I had a blog, right? I had idoitdigital.com. God, I wish I still had that URL. That's the lesson of learning and never letting go of URL that you promoted and used for years. Anyway, I promoted my blog, and people went to my blog to watch videos. And then, of course, later started using YouTube, and the rest is history. But this group reminds me of that, because they all watch each other's vlogs. They all reference each other in their vlogs. They reference each other's vlogs. Like, I watched so-and-so's vlog, and in their vlog, they talked about this. Hey, Chris, you mentioned this in your vlog. Like, it's really cool. I don't know how long they've all been doing this. One of them I watched today, and somebody asked about like a list. I will share a list of the channels that I ultimately keep watching. Right now it's the kind of discovery mode, and I'm like tasting, right? I'm at the buffet of vloggers, and I'm tasting right now, right? I have subscribed to, I'd say maybe about 10 channels so that I don't lose them. I liked at least, I watched at least 2 videos from each channel, and if I liked both videos, I hit the subscribe button. I found 2 more today, and I have to go back and finish a video because I want to watch this one video because the first one was good, but I need to watch one more, right? I don't want to subscribe to any one-hit wonders. Anyway, once I have my list of like, okay, these are the people that I subscribe to, I will share that with you guys. So stay tuned. But again, I want to make sure that I'm recommending channels that I'm actually watching. I will admit though, I haven't found any females yet. They're all males. And I don't know if it's just because this network, this little community, that it's all dudes, right? They're just dudes that are vlogging. I'm sure I'll stumble onto some females at some point. And that's not to say that I don't subscribe/watch any female vloggers. I do. In fact, I watched a vlog from this chick in New York. She did this great like history lesson tour of New York, and it was awesome. It was a fantastic vlog. Loved it. And I don't remember how I found her. You know what? It was Chich Bolt. He's a vlogger that I found a couple months ago. He's in New York. He worked in a coffee shop. The point I want to make is I'm just kind of dipping my toes into this community and watching them and learning, who these guys are, what kind of content they create, what their vibe is, what their level of camera skills, their editing skills, post-production, all that stuff, right? And there's obviously varying different levels with anything in regards to skill. What I've noticed is, and I don't know if this is intentional, I don't know if it's because they feel like, well, if so-and-so's doing it, then it's okay if I do it, or so-and-so's doing it, which means it must be the way to do it. One thing I've noticed is they're all doing very similar style vlogs. A lot of them are doing just one takes in their car or walking like this. A handful of them are doing 4:3 aspect ratio, which is interesting. I noticed that first, and I was like, my first take was, oh, this guy doesn't know this guy doesn't know how to use his camera. He's using 4.3. And then I saw another guy, which I know knows how to use a camera because he does professional photography, videography, and I've watched enough of his videos to know that he knows cameras very well. He does 4.3, and I was like, huh. And I asked him, I said, why the 4.3 aspect ratio? And he basically told me that it's because it looks really good on mobile. And I was like, okay, but like literally every screen, including the phone, is 16:9 or 9:16 if it's vertical. So sure enough, I pull up the video, and it does. It looks great on mobile. YouTube automatically changes the player and fills the frame, and it does look really good on mobile. And I know that for the most part, most people consume YouTube on mobile. Statistically, on my channel specifically, it is still number one, but TV is slowly creeping up. In fact, the last time I looked, which has been about a month, I think, it was within a few percentage points. I'm talking like 39% watch on mobile and like 35% watch on TV. So I shoot 4K. I know that YouTube is pushing for TVs. YouTube is pushing for more. YouTube is being consumed more on TVs than ever. And in fact, I just read a statistic that YouTube is now the #1 streaming platform for TV. Like it outpaced Netflix now for the first time ever. So I'm thinking in that regards that there's more and more people that are going to be cutting cords, and so more and more people are watching YouTube, traditional YouTube, on TV. So the 4:3 aspect ratio wouldn't necessarily work for that, right? Because you're gonna have the bars on the left and the right. But if your audience is, overwhelmingly 75%, 80% mobile, that 4.3 does look pretty good. I admit that was pretty sick. So now that I've got into this network of vloggers, I can think of 3 guys that shoot 4.3 at least minimum. There might even be more, but yeah, that was interesting. That's something new that I saw that I haven't seen ever since we went to HD and it was 16:9. I haven't seen a 4.3 vlog from a new camera in years. But yeah, they're all shooting very similar style vlogs. Like I said, whether it's one take or not, most of them are just like, I don't want to say old school vlogging, because this is old school vlogging. Just talking head to a camera for 3 to 10 to 15 minutes. So they're all like bringing back the old school way of vlogging, right? The day in the life vlogs, the quote unquote daily vlogs, that came much later, right? 2013, 2012. I mean, I started in 2013. So, but 2008, 2009 was the talking head vlogs. And so to see these guys all kind of start, growing their channels, and they're doing very well. Like, no one's really popping off as far as like thousands of views yet, but the fact that they are all new vloggers, they all have, again, I don't know the sub counts, but most of them have less than, say, 5,000, less than 10,000 subs. That's a safe bet. They all have less than 10,000 subs. But their videos are getting like a good ratio of views to subs and comments to views. Like one of the vlogs I watched today, I think it had like 120 views and it had like 55 comments. And that's like half. Like half their viewers left a comment. That's crazy. I wish I could get back to those numbers. I used to get those numbers. I used to have like, 5 figures on the view count and triple digits on the comments. I miss those days. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's something exciting and new for me to log into YouTube every day and go through my sub feed and watch these new vloggers and listen to their stories. Because that's kind of what it is right now for me. It's just listening to their stories while they're trying to figure this out, right? Some of them are talking about getting more comfortable talking to the camera. Some of them are getting more comfortable with their camera. Some of them are getting more comfortable talking in public. Talking in the car, no problem. Talking in their house, no problem. But talking in public, they still have a struggle with. And it's like, it's fascinating to watch these guys and hear these guys' stories, because I've been doing this so long, I can't remember the last time I was really nervous about vlogging in public. The only time I still get a little self-conscious about vlogging in public is when I'm when there's nobody around and all of a sudden there's just one person. Crowds, well, the more people the better. More people the better. It's the one-on-one. It's when I'm in an empty aisle in the supermarket and one person is there, right? Because then there's that awkwardness of like, we make eye contact and you know they're like, what's that guy doing? Is the guy talking to a camera? Like, is he making a TikTok? I know that's what they're thinking, right? But when I'm in a crowd or I'm walking through a busy downtown area, in a busy intersection, totally fine. Don't care. Doesn't bother me. Like that guy right there. He's like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's like, don't record my house. Again, I'm just really happy that I stumbled into this group of vloggers. Found 2 more today, like I said. Now that I'm watching these channels and engaging with them, I'm leaving comments, I'm liking, I'm subscribing. YouTube's recommending me more small channels. It's working. The algorithm is working. That's actually a topic that I'm gonna talk about on the podcast soon. Trust the algorithm. And that goes for any platform, X, Instagram. I don't really fuck with Facebook, but I'm sure Facebook's algorithm is exactly the same. YouTube. I know TikTok's algorithm is spot on, but what you engage with, what you give your time and attention to, the algorithm will continue to feed you the same content. If you see something you don't like, don't engage with it. Tell the platform you're not interested. Almost every platform now has a not interested or show less. Use it. I guarantee you it works. It works for me, it'll work for you. You just have to put the effort in, okay? So yeah, I'm getting recommended more and more vloggers. So I'm very happy with my YouTube algorithm right now. I'm gonna put the camera down, finish my matcha, go home, take a shower, put some orders in, and Tiffany should be home. And we're gonna open that HelloFresh box and we're gonna make dinner. And then we're gonna hit the couch, and I wanna play Dune, but I think I might skip Dune tonight and do either a show or some YouTube vlog. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna watch some vlogs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch some vlogs on the big screen. There we go. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you. All right, we're back home. We're showered. Tiffany's home, and we're going straight to the kitchen to work on dinner. Here's what we're working with. So here is our HelloFresh box, and here are our 3 meals. We have sweet chili turkey and green bean bowls. We have sweet and spicy cashew pork tacos. And we have umami ginger chicken lo mein. That's what we're gonna make tonight. Tiffany left it up to me, and I'm feeling like some Asian. Even though technically this is Asian. These are all actually Asian. They're all Asian, actually. Remembered that this morning when I was making the coffee that we were getting down to the bottom of the tin, right? So time to bust out a new bag of King's Coast, get it grinding. We're going with the Aztec, one of the OGs, one of the original, not the original, but like one of the original, like when they branched out from the original 4. Aztec's been around forever, and it's one of the best, solid medium roast from Mexico. Yeah, link in the description below. Use code Clintus if you end up buying one. Let them know you came from me. But yeah, I've been drinking King's Coast for years. And Aztec is solid, but the darkness blend is my favorite. The taste notes are brown sugar honey, literally my 2 favorite flavors. So this is, all of these are great black, but this one specifically, I love this one. I'll make it a little stronger if I'm gonna do like a pour over with my Chemex. But yeah, if you're looking to start off King's Coast and try some coffee, I highly recommend the Darkness Blend and the Aztec. Those are my 2 go-tos. I get them shipped to my house every month without fail. And then I also get a bag of the Roaster's Choice. And this is literally a Wayne. He chooses these beans, and they're always rotating. So this is from Honduras. There's a QR code in the back. You scan it and it tells you where the current beans are coming from based on the date. So this was roasted and shipped on 6/2, which was what, 8 days ago? Literally a week ago. And I mean, I've had these for about a week now, but fresh, like the freshest coffee you're gonna get. And so yeah, these are from Honduras.
Do we?
Sriracha?
That's a lot.
We have a case.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good for a while. I should probably look and see when those expire. Ta-da! Umami ginger chicken lo mein with dark meat chicken, cabbage, and sesame seeds. Well, dinner was fantastic. No kids, so just Tiff and I catching up on the day. She went and got her hair done. Kind of pointed that out to you before. She's chopping off her layers and trying to get it all one length. So just a little quick color, quick cut. Catches up with her cousin. Her cousin's the one who cuts her hair, so caught up with her. So we just caught up on her day. She actually talked almost the entire time, which she even admitted felt weird. I was like, usually it's always me. But yeah, no, just played catch up and really just sat and enjoyed each other's company around dinner. Went in and put my orders in for tomorrow. She got ready for bed, and it's 8:30. It's basically bedtime, or at least it's bedtime for her. I'll wind down with some vlogs at this point. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. If you made it this far in the vlog, hit that subscribe button, because this is what I do every day. Take you with me throughout my day, good, bad, and ugly, and I appreciate that. So if you want more of this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.